Have you ever heard a story so soft it feels like a warm, cozy blanket? Well, tonight, a gentle tale is waiting just for you. Settle in, get comfortable, and let your worries drift away. Once upon a quiet time, in a peaceful little village nestled right at the edge of a glowing, magical forest, there lived a kind farmer named Milo. Now Milo wasn't very big, and he wasn't very loud. But what Milo did have was the warmest smile and the gentlest heart in the entire land. His smile could make even the shyest flowers bloom a little brighter. Every single morning, just as the sky turned a pale, lovely pink and the stars were still yawning, getting ready for their own sleep, Milo would wake up. He'd stretch his arms wide, reaching for the new day, and say softly to the world, "Good morning, world. It's so nice to see you again." Milo lived in a cozy wooden cottage, the kind you might see in a picture book. It had a sturdy stone chimney that puffed soft gray smoke into the air, and window boxes filled with colorful, cheerful flowers. Behind his cottage stretched his beautiful farm. There were fields of the greenest grass you've ever seen, patches of round, plump pumpkins that sat like bright orange jewels on the earth, and rows of golden corn that stood tall and proud, their tassels rustling in the breeze. The soft grass swayed as if it were dancing to a secret, silent song. The little animals of the forest and fields absolutely adored Milo's farm. It was their safe haven. The rabbits would come out to nibble quietly on clover, their noses twitching with delight. The birds would perch on the fence posts and sing their sleepy morning songs, sweet melodies that floated on the air. Even the big, gentle cows chewed their cud slowly and peacefully, their large eyes full of calm contentment. The wind itself seemed to be part of the tranquility, whispering through the leaves of the ancient trees, whoosh, like a soft lullaby. Everything on Milo's farm felt calm, safe, and right. One evening, as the sun was slowly tucking itself in for the night, painting the sky in breathtaking shades of purple, orange, and deep blue, Milo was finishing his chores. He was carefully putting away his tools, wiping the soil from his spade and rake, his movements slow and mindful. The moon, a delicate silver crescent, peeked out shyly from behind a fluffy cloud, as if it were a little bit nervous to begin its nightly watch. Just then, tap, tap, tap. Milo heard the faintest sound of soft footsteps on the gravel path leading to his cottage. He paused, listening closely. He looked up, and standing near his wooden gate, bathed in the soft glow of the twilight, was a small traveler. The traveler was a tiny fox with beautiful warm brown fur and the most gentle, trusting eyes Milo had ever seen. His name, though Milo didn't know it yet, was Finn. As Finn stood there, his little tummy let out a quiet, rumbling sound. Grr, it was a shy sound, almost an apology. Finn looked down at his paws, a little embarrassed, and whispered in a voice as soft as a falling leaf, "I'm very hungry." When Milo heard that small voice and saw the little fox looking so weary, his heart felt soft and full, like a sponge soaking up warm water. He felt an immediate wave of compassion. "Oh, little friend," Milo said, his voice full of genuine kindness, "don't you worry. Come in, please. You are welcome here." Milo unlatched the gate and led the small, tired Finn into his warm cottage. Inside, a fire was crackling gently in the hearth. Crack, crack! The flames danced and leaped, casting a glowing orange light that made the whole room feel alive and welcoming. The shadows swayed softly on the walls, like gentle giants dancing. Milo went over to the stove, where a pot of vegetable soup was simmering. He picked up a wooden spoon and began to stir it slowly. The soup smelled absolutely wonderful. It smelled of sweet carrots, earthy potatoes, and something else. Something that smelled a lot like kindness. Finn, meanwhile, hopped onto a small wooden chair at the table. His little feet swung back and forth, not quite reaching the floor. His big, gentle eyes sparkled in the firelight, reflecting the dancing flames as he watched Milo with a look of pure gratitude. Milo carefully ladled the thick, hearty soup into a small bowl. The steam rose from it like sleepy, swirling clouds, carrying the delicious aroma throughout the cottage. He placed the bowl gently on the table in front of Finn, along with a small piece of fresh, crusty bread. "Thank you," Finn said, his voice still a quiet whisper, but this time it was filled with warmth. They ate together in comfortable silence, slow, deliberate spoonfuls. Soft, happy smiles exchanged across the table. Two hearts, one big and one small, feeling full and content. Outside, the night hummed its gentle, peaceful song. The crickets began their nightly chorus, chirp, chirp, a rhythmic, soothing sound that filled the air. And high above, the stars began to twinkle one by one, like tiny distant diamonds scattered across a velvet cloth. After their simple but satisfying dinner, Milo brought out a small, soft blanket, woven from wool and love. He folded it neatly and placed it on the hearth rug, close to the warmth of the fire. "You may rest here tonight, little friend," Milo said gently. "You will be safe and warm." Finn looked at the cozy bed Milo had made for him, and his eyes grew heavy with sleep. He curled up into a tight little ball on the soft blanket. His breathing became slow and steady. In and out, in and out, a peaceful rhythm that matched the crackling of the fire. Just before he drifted off into a deep, dream-filled sleep, Finn opened his eyes one last time, looked at Milo, and whispered, "I will never ever forget your kindness." Milo smiled his warm, gentle smile and whispered back, "Kindness always finds its way back, little one, always." The night grew deeper and quieter. The moon climbed higher in the sky, shining its bright, silvery light down upon the sleeping world. The wind continued its soft song through the trees, a lullaby for the earth. And, as Milo and Finn slept soundly in the warm cottage, the entire village rested peacefully too, wrapped in a blanket of quiet serenity. And the moral of this little story is a simple one. Kindness that is shared with an honest and open heart brings warmth not just to the one who receives it, but to the one who gives it as well. When we take a moment to help others, no matter how small the act may seem, a gentle goodness begins to grow in the world, and that goodness always, always comes back to us. So now, close your eyes, take a slow, deep breath. Imagine you can hear the soft wind whispering through the trees. Feel the calm and quiet of the peaceful night wrapping around you like a hug. Rest now. Sleep well. And have the sweetest of dreams.